Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
But first down, Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Right where this second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need to happen now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, 45 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. That's the 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and a couple. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw here. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's ball. And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Swift. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him now. It's another big guy who uses bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now 2nd and 9. Second down, Howell back to pass. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And when we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this ball, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And that is incomplete.
They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. 4th down, Howell. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Pushing through the contact. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Well, this defense has got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nakobe Dean picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They're going to bring him back to the line now. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So we'll be 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Next to score, Eagles 35, Commanders 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That's the Chase Young we all saw coming out of Ohio State, and no one's questioning the potential of the 2020 Rookie of the Year. The key for him, staying on the field. Health makes this a crucial year for his future in D.C.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. He's got it to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 49 yards. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This to McLaurin out on the left side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Throwing is Hurts, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Powell. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off play action. It's Howell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Howell. Thomas has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Commanders 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Andy Isabella. It's a foot race. And they're going to finish this one strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this point.
I think they played the best. There have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. Jahan Dotson, touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 83 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he'll escape to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend it out even further. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends in